Have you seen the video going around where the girlfriend or the wife asks her partner, a man, whether or not, if they had a daughter, whether or not they'd be happier leaving her in the woods on her own with a man or a bear? And in this video, the man really just doesn't know. And then in the end, he says, man, I guess, but he's really not happy because he doesn't know the man and he would be worried for his daughter's safety. And the woman in the video says, well, this is what women have to live with all the time, this sense of not feeling safe and being aware, and hyper-vigilant, I guess, is another word for it. And that's a really sad video. It's sad for women, obviously, because we do have this baseline of not feeling safe quite a lot of the time. And it's really sad for men as well, because the vast majority of men, I have 2 sons and a wonderful husband and brother and all the things, and the vast majority of men are amazing, and this really, it really casts them in a negative light too. It's really sad that people, men and women, don't feel safe with men in general. And then after that, I thought, oh my God, where does this leave our nervous system? Where does this leave our baseline nervous system? For women, I'm not a man, so I can't speak for men, obviously. But for women, where does this leave our baseline nervous system? And if you add all the life stuff to that, to your nervous system being jangled anyway, because maybe a lot of the time it doesn't feel safe, because life isn't safe sometimes, all the noise and people and the constant barrage of information, to-do lists and all the things. I don't have to list them, already. I think we're just operating at a level of nervous systems being compromised hugely quite a lot of the time. I mean, women are the shock absorbers of society. Dr. Gabor Mate said that. I love that. It's so true. We absorb the energy of our family. We are the emotional shock absorbers. We feel energy. We're people pleasers, most of us. We are by design, by hormonal design. We're the family makers and the peacekeepers. It's in our genetic makeup to be that way, but how does it leave our nervous system? And these days it's not even as if we get much alone time, because we're not only being the mums of the family, or even if you're not a mum, you're still there for your family, your parents, or whoever it is, your partner. And then you've got work on top of that, which we want to do. A lot of us want to work. I love to work. I love to work and I love my work, but it's a lot, it's a lot. And we do not, and I count myself with this, not so much these days, that would be hypocritical, but certainly for a long years, I did not take care of my body. I did not take care of my nervous system. And the result was hypervigilance, anxiety, and 2 pretty horrendous autoimmune disorders. Duh, obviously. The other thing that I find a challenge, is that we women are notoriously not great at setting boundaries. We don't like saying no to people, generally. And so we stuff it all down and we say yes and we just sort of do it. Even though inside we're going, well, that's all quite depressing so far, isn't it? So the good news is, though, that there's a huge amount we can do. Huge, and it's easy. Most of it, if not all of it, is free. Certainly it's easy and accessible. And I'm doing one of those things, in fact, I'm doing several of those things right now to try and calm the nervous system, specifically the nervous system. It's my jam. It's the thing that I am so fascinated by and I coach in. First thing, easy peasy, get outside into nature or near nature. I understand that a lot of people are in cities. Just get into a park. There are parks. Number 2, this isn't a great example, but ground yourself. Either take off your shoes and socks and put your bare feet on the ground, on the beach or on the soil or just on the grass, and ground. It's scientifically backed that this will really help reduce inflammation and it will help calm your nervous system. So, outside, in nature, ground. 3rd, alone time. One of the things I craved big time when I had young children was alone time. It just didn't ever seem to happen. And I understand that when you have young children and you work, and have a family to keep up and a house and and all the stuff. That is really challenging, but it's important, and I can't really go into that now. That's very specific to those people, to those women, but it is worth going into probably on a one-to-one to build that time in and to build that into your schedule. But alone time for people who can access it relatively easy is so vital. You need that alone time. You need to be alone with your thoughts without your phone, she says, recording it on her phone, without distraction, just decompress. And then the fourth one is movement. Oh no, there's 5. Yay! Move. When you move, you're reconnecting to your body. When you walk, all those thoughts that are stuffing down and going round and round and round and round and round with no escape, they'll come bubbling to the surface and they'll process a lot easier. Movement doesn't have to be a marathon. It doesn't even have to be a sprint. Just move, just walk in nature by yourself. And then the 5th one of my absolute favourites, because it's so accessible and it is the fastest way of communicating to your nervous system subconsciously, because we can't tell our nervous systems to calm down, not with our conscious brains, but subconsciously the fastest way of telling ourselves, or telling our bodies that we're safe, is through the breath. And there are a million different ways of doing that with the breath. My favourite is the 4-7-8. It's just easy peasy. It's the one I started with, and it's the one I use all the time. And it's in through your nose for 4, hold for 7 softly without tension in the face, and then 8 seconds through the mouth, exhaling, kind of like you're blowing a whistle. And that long exhale informs your body that you're safe. The long retention of the breath informs your body that you're safe, because, I mean, that's obvious. You wouldn't be running from a bear and breathing out slowly. So your body's getting the message. So those are all things that we can do. I think probably most people are aware of it. Most people know them. And that leads me on to a whole other subject, is why do we do this stuff then? Why? That's another reel or session for another day.